So, today's topic is mother wounds, or aka mommy issues. Now, I decided to do this because I did say in my last video that I was going to discuss more or less how the inner child wounds come about. And that does include the mommy daddy issues topic. But today I'm just going to talk about the mother wound. I did come across a video that made me kind of research the inner child, mother wound, father wound. And it was about a woman. Well, a woman responded to a video about an opinion that people are not ready to hear. And the woman responded by saying that mothers will coddle their sons and not their daughters because they identify more with their inner masculinity. Now, I did find this to be true, in my opinion, because most women kind of have to play all parts. And unfortunately, there are a lot of broken homes, so there's not always a male figure. So most times what mothers do is kick it into high gear and play all roles. And that kind of starts off with kind of the idea that since they're playing all roles, they don't have time to be extremely nurturing as a mother should, and that causes the mommy wound. Or sometimes there are mothers that are just not emotionally available, which is one of the signs of how it manifests, is that, you know, the mother's not emotionally available for whatever reason. Sometimes just because maybe that's how she was raised. So most of the times it is just like, oh, that's just how we are. That's the kind of way we've always been. It's a generational thing. I per se do not think that that's normal. Would like it if people understood that generational cycles are hard to break, but it's totally possible if you really want to put in the work. But I'm talking off topic, more or less. So I'm going to give you a definition of what a mother wound is. And it's defined as the pain or wound and trauma that is carried by a mother and inherited by her. So I did get cut off while I was defining what a mother wound is. So I'm just gonna start it again. A mother wound is defined as the pain, wound, and trauma that is carried by a mother and inherited by her children. So this can apply obviously to both genders, but it is commonly the daughter who faces the brunt of this wound. Even if the mother is physically there, having a mother who is not emotionally available to you when you were a child can cause this wound. So there is ways it manifests regarding the daughter. While I was doing this research, I didn't find as much information regarding the way it manifests in a daughter than the way it does in a son. So when I get to the mother wound regarding the son, it'll be a bit longer because obviously there seems to be more information regarding that, but that's another video. I'm gonna more or less tell you how it looks for a daughter. Never feeling that they had their mother's approval or acceptance, concerns about not being loved by their mother or not being loved as much as their siblings or other family members, difficulties relating to the mother on an emotional level, uncertainty about the relationship with the mother and if it could be lost when a mistake or an accident occurs, always trying to do better or to be perfect to attempt to gain your mother's attention and acceptance, feeling or having to protect, care for, or shelter your mother rather than her doing that for you. Now, there was also something that I found that applies to both genders. So I'm just gonna say it here. The mother wound also can manifest as you feeling unworthy of receiving love. You struggle to set healthy boundaries. You feel uncomfortable speaking your truth because of the shame or fear when you try to speak. You're very guarded from being hurt. You constantly feel unsafe, and you can carry a lot of guilt from your past, and you quickly become attached to others and fear they will leave you, and you take on the mother role in romantic relationships. So that's more or less like how it manifests, I guess, as obviously as you're older and in your interpersonal relationships. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt those